Isn't that interesting? You can get access to videos, courses, and tutorials that are still yet to be published. This is an update and a sneak peek to a Substack clone that I'm working on. What is Substack? Substack is an American online platform that provides publishing, payment, analytics, and design infrastructure to support subscription newsletters. It allows writers to send digital newsletters directly to subscribers. Founded in 2017, Substack is headquartered in San Francisco. In this video, I am going to teach you how to write an enterprise code, a code that is exactly the same as Substack, using Next.js, Tailwind CSS, and TypeScript. The video that you are currently watching, it's the first 30 minutes of the series because the series will be released a week from now. But there is always a way to position yourself for better opportunities and access to more than 30 minutes. I mean 2 hours of the series for free. Others are doing it. Why not you? Students who have subscribed to Coded Design newsletter, they have already received their VIP ticket to the course and they are watching it right now as we speak. Check the link in the description below and subscribe to the newsletter and automatically get a link to the course before its release. This course will show you how Substack has achieved this cool tooltip animation. With that being said, enjoy the first 30 minutes. Don't forget to check the link in the description below to access the full 2 hours.
Hey, what's up and welcome guys. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. In this video, we are going to create this awesome application. Without wasting time, let's just jump straight into it. The first thing that we are going to do, we are going to create a Next.js application. The tech stack of this build is going to be React Next.js, is going to be ShadCN, Tailwind CSS with icons. We are going to use React icons. We are going to fetch the data from the API using JSON placeholder, and that's about it. So let's just go to the Next.js documentation and look for a command to create the Next.js app. Go to your terminal, click paste, Ctrl V, and click enter. And then in case you are wondering how did I get here, you can just go to this terminal and click new terminal. You will be taken to here. Very important to note that I am inside a folder tutorials 2024. In fact, it's YT tutorials 2024. Then it's asking us the name of the application. Let's name it Substack. Substack clone. Okay, let's just quickly confirm that Substack. Yes. Okay, so let's just name it as Substack clone. If this is a capital letter, this is wrong. Make sure that you don't have capital letters, and let's click enter. Yes, 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 no, yes, no. Okay, as you can see guys, now it's creating a Next.js project for us, or application. Now what we are going to do, I will advise before you get into the application and build an application, make sure that you install all your libraries. Sometimes you are going to create a folder components and have a component button there. When you are at 50% of your project, you install ShadCN UI, and ShadCN UI will use the same folder component and it will override or overwrite your button component, because also it has got a component named button. So to avoid those things, just first start by installing all your frameworks and libraries. So with that being said, we are going to get started with ShadCN UI. Let's click on installation. We want to install it on Next.js. Okay, let's see, run this init. This is what we want because we are going to use npm, because we are done with these stages. I hope Next.js is done. Okay, Next.js is still busy creating the application. That is not much of a problem. We can go back here. So When it comes to the styling, we're going to use Tailwind CSS. Okay, Tailwind CSS, it's a mobile first breakpoint system. It adopts a mobile first breakpoint system. This means that we are not going to start with a what can I say? We are not going to start with a desktop application. We are going to start with a mobile version. Okay, so what else can we do? I think that's about it. As you can see, guys, this is done. At the moment, we are not in a folder where we want to be, so this means that let's look for a folder, Substack. Here, as you can see, here it is. We can just click here and reveal in Explorer, and then from then, what I want to do, I want to copy this path. Okay, and then I'm going to open the actual folder. Okay, don't forget to press enter here so that you make sure that you are in this folder. Boom. Okay, as you can see, now we are only inside the Substack folder. Okay, then you can just lift this up, and then you can see we are on the Substack folder. The next thing that we want to do, we want to install ShedCN. Okay, this is Next.js, ShedCN, as you can see, guys. Okay, let's install ShedCN. Let's keep it going and keep it flowing like water. Okay, ShedCN is going to ask us some few questions. It's very simple. You click next until you are done. Okay, enter. As you can see now, ShedCN is installing. As you can see, guys, ShedCN added a folder here, components. Okay, even though it's empty for now, but ShedCN added this folder. As I've told you, sometimes if you install your libraries later, you might lose file without even knowing it. Okay, so let's continue, guys. We are done with ShedCN, and then what we want to do, Tailwind has been installed automatically. So what we want to do, we want to install React icons. Okay, let's see, this is React icons. Isn't there any other way of installing it with safe? Let's use this method. Okay, let's see, do we have any at types? Install at React. Let's see, in size. Okay, I think this command is sufficient. Make sure that you are in the folder that you want to be. Paste this and click enter. Okay, I think that is all in terms of the tech stack. Okay, and then what we want to do, we want to type npm run dev. Okay, if you might want to know more about this command, you can check the Next.js documentation. It has got everything. Okay, and then let's go to here, and let's type localhost 3000. Okay, so guys, as a beginner, if you might learn a thing or two about Figma and how to design, that will be a bonus, so that you can position yourself for employment. Employers are looking for somebody at least who can work from a Figma file. In case you are interested, I've got another YouTube channel which is Coded UI, where I teach people UX and UI. So if you might want to learn more about Figma, something that I recommend, please just check this channel and subscribe here. As you can see, guys, we've got the Next.js here project, and then what we are going to do, we are going to delete everything on this page. Okay, we are going to delete everything on this page, and we are going to type RFCE. In fact, RFCE. As you can see, guys, we've just created a component. In case you want to know, how did I manage to do this, there is a plugin which is not this one. Okay, let's see. No, yes, it's this one. My apologies, it's this one, disable. So it's this one. So this plugin, ES7 React Readers React Native Snippets. Okay, you can use it to quickly create these shortcuts. So what we are going to do here, as a good programming practice, we are going to have our components in capital letters. Okay, and that is it. So let's just quickly check here. As you can see, guys, now here we've got nothing. And then the other thing that we want to check is to make sure that on CSS here, the global CSS under body, we've got nothing. Okay, global CSS under body, you see there is at background. We don't want this. Okay, in case you see something different here than mine, it might happen we have installed different versions of Node.js. Believe me, everything is going to be the same. Okay, you just do what I did, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, what is the next step from here? I think we can get into the actual coding. Okay, so let's go back here, guys. As I've told you that we want to start from a mobile version because of Tailwind CSS. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to start with the menu bar or the nav item. As you can see, this is how it is here. Okay, so we're going to start with it, and we are going to do the mobile version and the desktop version, see that it's responsive and we are happy, and then we will continue from there. So let's get into it and create the navigation bar, and we are creating the mobile version of it. Okay, so what's the best approach to this? Let's view this as a standalone component. Okay, let's view this as a standalone component, meaning that we are going to create a component of its own that we will bring into the main page. So how are we going to do that? ShadCN has created some components here, components folder for us. So what we are going to do, we are going to create our own component. Let's just type here app components. Okay, app components. Okay, maybe when you want to copy all your components that you have created here in this project, you can just copy this folder. So that's why we are creating our own folder here. And then in this app component, let's just quickly check here, and we are going to call this mobile nav. Okay, this is the mobile nav component. So let's just click here and create a component. Let's type it mobile nav .tsx. Okay, RFCE. Apologies about that. Let's see, RFCE. As you can see, guys, we've got mobile nav component. Let's just type here mobile and then save. Obviously, this is not going to show on the actual UI simply because we didn't import this. So the other thing that we can do, I just noticed that Windows, they've got a nice way of laying things out, something like this. My apologies about that. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is on the left, and on the right I want this. Okay, but without this. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our view, we've got these on the same page. Okay, we've got these on the same page. Okay, so what else do I want to do? Let's see what I want to do. When I'm minimizing this, it looks like this is not moving, so I don't think this is on the same layout. Let's put it here. Okay, let's see, guys, if everything works as we wish. Yes, I think now everything. I'm not convinced though. I am not convinced. Yeah, it looks like, but we need to have the tab that we want here. I think if we can do this, that will work. Okay, as you can see, guys, here we are going to have this. Okay, then what we are going to do now, we are going to make sure that we have this mobile nav in the app page. Okay, let's just go to the app page. Okay, as you can see, at the moment there is nothing. Let's just type something to test. As you can see, guys, here is our NNN, and then we are going to import that component, which is mobile nav, and then it's going to be a self-closing tag. Let's just click enter. As you can see, guys, okay, let me do this. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've got mobile now. Okay, what else do we want to do? I think we can go to let's see what else can I do. Okay, what else can I do? um okay, let's see okay, from here, what I want to do from here, I want to, did I install this one? I think so. Okay, I think so, but if I want to check, I can go back to my packages. Okay, package.json and look for React Native Vector. Let's just, something has changed in my display and it's affecting me. Okay, I can't really see all my things here. And React Native Vector icons. Okay, look like I don't see that here. Okay, the application that I'm using to record just changed, so now I can't reach my menus and other things, guys. My apologies about that. Let's see if I can do something about that. Looks like I can. Now I'm starting to see my menus. Okay, let's click find, type icons. Do we have something like that? Let's see. React icons. Yes, we have React icons. Okay, cool. And then what I want to do now, let me type React icons here so that we can get the icons. As you can see, guys, this is where we are. We want home. Okay, we want home. Let's just click on any home, guys. Okay, let's just click on this one. Okay, and then we are going to copy this, and then we're going to go to our mobile nav here, and then we're going to paste this icon here, and then we're going to go back here and copy the usage, and then we go back here. I'm going to fix everything now, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me quickly take this to a different screen. I think that might help me. And then from there, I've got this one as my own preview. I'm happy with this, as you can see, guys. And then in terms of the display, where we are going to display the actual UI, the one that we are copying it from. Okay, let me just quickly see if I can win. Okay, my apologies about this, guys. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let me scroll down here. Okay, let me bring this to not this one. I want to bring this one here. Now we want to see, okay, this is what we want to see. Is it possible if I can fit this in one of these layouts? I think so. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Okay, my apologies about that. And then here I want the, okay, here I want one of these. Okay, and this one of these is this one. Okay, my apologies about that. I am really struggling with this, but it looks like this is what I want now. Okay, it looks like this is what I want. So we've got our own, okay, my apologies about that, guys. We've got our own design, and we've got the mockup, and we've got the code. Okay, can I format this nicely in such a way that everything is visible? I think so. Okay, the mockup can be smaller. Okay, it can be smaller. We can see this part. Okay, we can see this part. My apologies about this, guys. Okay, but I think now we are winning. Okay, I think now we're winning. Everything is visible. Okay, let's continue, guys. We've got this menu item here, okay, which is this home, this icon. As you can see, it's this one. And let's look for an icon that will give us the inbox. Okay, let's just go back here. Let's type inbox. Okay, let's, even if we can take this one, I don't mind. Okay, and then let's just click here, inbox. Okay, copy it here, and then what else based on this? Let's just look for chats. Okay, let's just look for chats. Let's look for chats and see, are we going to see something like that? I think this is something like that. Okay. I apologize about that. I'm supposed to import. Okay, and then copy this. I think we've got our 3 icons and we are good to go. So let's just look at this one. Okay. And then what I want to do now, can I go to home? Yes. Okay, can I make this smaller, as small as it can be? Yes. Can I make this a little bit bigger? Yes, I am happy with this. So as you can see, guys, so now we want to create this part, which is the bottom mobile navigation. Okay, so as you can see, when we highlight here, nothing happens. So that means the selected part will change the color. Okay, let's see. Okay, the selected part will change the color. Okay, that is cool. Now guys, let's get into it. So what we want to do, we want to look at this container, which is this container. Okay, so where are other icons? Let me save it so that I can see other icons here. Okay, it's still refreshing. As you can see, guys, here are these icons. Okay, remember what we are creating now. Okay, it's a component. We're not creating the whole screen. Okay, so even if this component in our code or in our screen is on the top, please don't mind about that. Okay, you will see how it's going to fit in together with time. So let's get into it, guys. So what we want to do here, we want to add a class name. Okay, we're going to use Tailwind CSS. The first thing that we want to do, we want to control the width and height. Okay, the height needs to be not necessarily 100%, but it needs to be screen. Okay, I am used to React Native. Okay, so my Tailwind CSS skills now are a bit rusty, but please bear with me. Okay, I want screen. Okay, H screen, not really, not the height of the screen. Let's see the width. Okay, the width is the width that I want. Screen, yes. Okay, so the width must take the full screen. Okay, that's what I want. And then also let me just put a bg of gray so that we can see something visually. Okay, let's check here. As you can see, guys, okay, it takes the width of the screen, and the height, it takes the height of these icons. Okay, so what we want to do, we want these to be arranged not one on top of the other but next to the other. So we're just going to type here items. Okay, items. Okay, first we need to display this flex. Okay, let's do that. This must be flex. That means this is a flex item. And then as you can see, guys, automatically it arranges itself like this. Okay, and let's justify content between, meaning that we want to push the content items. They must give like sufficient gap in between these. As you can see, guys, more or less something like this. And then what we want to do, let's give it a height of, I hope this is visible. Let's see, isn't there something that it's not visible here? That means here I have to scroll. Okay, isn't there a better way? Not really for now. Let's make this one small. Okay, this one, let's see. Okay, let's do it like this. And then let's make a height of, okay, let's make it a height of 90 pixels. Okay, let's make it a height of 90 pixel. Let's see, looks like it's too much. That's not much of a problem. Let's try 50. Okay, let's try 60. Okay, it might not be that small. Okay guys, I'm happy with this. As you can see now, things are not centered. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to justify content, center. Let's click save, and then nothing happens. Oh, my apologies. Okay, this is a conflict. I want to align items. So enter. Okay, here on Tailwind it's items center. Okay, let's see. As you can see, items are centered. I'm happy with this. So now what we are going to do, we are going to work on the padding. Okay, the padding like on the left and right. So let's type PL, which is padding left. We can just give it these numbers. Let's just type 10 and see PL. I'm happy with that. And then that means even PR, we are going to give it 10. Okay guys, I hope you are learning something guys. As you can see, we are almost getting here. And then what we want to do, let's look at the colors. Okay, let's look at the colors. What we can do from here, number one, let's look at the sizes. Okay, let's type size here. Okay, let's just make it 24 and see. Okay, I think 24 works, and let's copy this for all of these. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a screenshot. Let's see. I'm going to create a screenshot. I'm going to highlight these. Okay, that means now I've got a screenshot. And then what I'm going to do, let's see if I click here, do I have another tab? Okay, no problem. Let's look for another tab here and type Figma. Okay, let's type Figma here. I am going to copy that screenshot, okay, and take it to Figma. Okay, and then let's just create a new Figma file. Okay, and then let me paste that screen. Okay, as you can see, here is that screen. And then what I want to do, I want to sample the colors. Okay, let's see. Number one, let me sample this orange. Number two, let me sample this dark gray. Number three, let me sample this. I think this one and this one, I think it's the same, but this one has got a fill color and this one doesn't have. It's an outline. I think so. Okay, so in my case, I've got only the outlines. Okay, so what am I going to do? Okay, to avoid swiping icons where I have to swipe this with an outline version of it. Okay, let's see what we will do. But for now, what I think I can do, I can just take these color codes. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do for now. Okay, this is orange and this is just 00. Okay, no problem. Okay, this is just 00. Maybe I think this one and this one, they are not the same, so let's just also copy this one. Okay, I'm going to copy everything, and then I wish when I'm minimizing this, it will fit exactly where it's supposed to be. As you can see guys, I'm happy with this. And then from here, I want to go back to where I was, which is to be here. Let's click here again. As you can see, this becomes black, and then in our case it will mean that we have to swipe these icons. Okay, I don't really mind much about that, but let's be clever. So for now, let me just put my colors here. Somewhere here, maybe there might be errors. I don't mind about that. So let's go back here and look for inbox, the one with a fill. Okay, inbox, I think this one will work. That means but let's see. If it has got a fill, that means I can change its color. Okay, let me take this inbox. It has got a fill, so I will play around with its color. I think this will work. Okay, happy with that. And let's just get this one. Okay, let's put it here, guys. Okay, F inbox. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's go back here. So now let's try to fix this. Okay, can't we have all our colors in one place where we are going to copy? We are going to always copy them from one place. Okay, let's check here. As you can see, guys, now this has been updated. We are going to delete this one, this inbox, because it's only outline. Okay, we want this one. Okay, cool. So now what we are going to do, we are going to go to our application. We are going to create a folder here, constants. Let me spell a small letter, constants. Okay, and then I'm going to create a file, theme.tsx. And then here on theme.tsx, I'm going to create, let me just paste those colors before I lose them. And then I'm going to create const colors. Okay, I'm going to create an object, colors. And then let me say orange. Okay, orange color. It's going to be this one, and the other one is going to be let's say black. Let's say, and after that we are going to have light gray, or let's just say light gray, as you can see, guys. And then this is our orange. Yes, don't forget to put the hash there. And then this is our light gray. Don't forget to put the hash there. And this is our black. Don't forget to push the hash there. All right, const colors is equal to, this is wrong, guys, my apologies. Therefore we are done, and then we need to export this, okay, as a named export. Okay, cool. And then now what we want to do, when this is active, it's going to change the color. When you are hover over it, okay, to be honest, I don't like the fact that it only indicates with a pointer. Okay, let's just change it to orange, okay, so that visually, okay, we can see. Okay, now let's do that. Okay, what is the actual color of this first? The color of the icon is that gray. Okay, it's light gray, so let's do that first. And then what we are going to do, let me remove this. As you can see, guys, these are our colors. Okay, these are our icons. And then I'm going to add color here. My apologies about that, color here. And then I'm going to type colors. Okay, this is supposed to tell us that this color is coming from constant dot light gray. My apologies about that. So this is how you maintain consistency in terms of coloring across your screens. Okay, you just have a constant folder or file that will supply you with colors. So this is what so let's try to be clever. Okay, we are going to use Tailwind to change these colors. Okay, so if we can color everything using this component, we might have a problem. So let's style things using our classes, okay, so that we can control classes. Okay, so let's just change this and let's add a class name here. And then in terms of Tailwind CSS, it will mean that we want the same color. Okay, we will want that color. So that constants, it's not going to help us necessarily because it's a JavaScript. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Let's see. Let's type text first. Let's type text orange. Let's see. Okay, let's type text orange. Suppose this change a color because this icon is treated as a text, as you can see, guys. So it means that our color mechanism needs to go through Tailwind. Okay, it needs to go through Tailwind. So for now, let's try this, guys, for now, just to keep things going. Okay, let's try this for now. Okay, because if we can try to save our own style in a separate file, I've got a feeling that we might delay. Okay, so let's continue with this. Okay, so the color is light gray. Let's take this one. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, let's take this one, and then here we are going to change this into this. Okay, let's see. As you can see, guys, so this is the light gray. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy this for all these files, but let's just continue with the other style so that when we are copying everything to other icons, something like this. Okay, to other icons, something like this, to this icon, we know that we are copying everything, right? Okay, so let's do that. So in terms of styling, when we are hovering over it, what do we want to do? We want the text color to change the color, which is we want it to be orange. Okay, that's what we prefer. Okay, let's just click save and see. As you can see, it's changing, and we want on hover as well. We want the cursor pointer. Okay, cursor pointer. Let's see. As you can see, guys, it changes. Okay, I'm happy with this. So this means that we must do this for all of these icons. Okay, number one, we are not going to copy only the CSS. We are going to also copy the size. Okay, because they are the same in size, as you can see. Now this makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's see, guys. I'm happy with this, I'm happy with this, and I'm happy with this. Let's just take this to where it's supposed to be. Okay, let's just take the inbox to where it's supposed to be. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. Then now, how is this component going to know if it must change the color? Okay, it will depend on this. Let's see. Okay, it will depend on this address bar. As you can see, if this is home, this will be the active one. If this is, let's check. Okay, this inbox, let's come back here. Let's check if it's there. As you can see, guys, this is inbox. So we are going to do that later. Okay, it's going to check this path and then it will change accordingly. What else do we want to do now? I think we are done with this one. Okay, so the other thing that we need to check, let's see as it scales, meaning that the other thing, my apologies about that, as you can see, there is a top border here. Okay, let me go home. Maybe it's going to be visible. Is this home? Yes, I think there is a grayish border here. Okay, so let's quickly do that. So let's go to this one and let's put a border first, and then let's put a border. Do we have border top? Yes, and then border top, let's put 2. Click save. There is something there, but I don't really see it. Not a problem. Let me do this margin top. Let's put margin top of 5 so that we can to be honest, I cannot really tell. And then let's put a color border, let's say green. Let's see. Okay, so that we can clearly see. As you can see, this border is everywhere. Okay, now let's try to change that. We don't just want border, right? Okay, we want border. Do we have something border top? Okay, let's type green. Okay, let's see. As you can see now, we only got this as green, and then let's just type now gray here. Okay, now let's remove the background because we don't need it. Where is the PG gray? Somewhere here. Okay, this one, this PG. We don't really need it now. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we've got this gray there, and then this gray is too much. Okay, this gray is too much. Let's make it 100 and see. Okay, not that visible. Okay, let's see, let's make it 300. Okay, somewhat there. We will adjust it accordingly. I think, guys, we have reached the end of this part. Okay, of this part. I think this is exactly what we want to see. Okay, what's next now? Let's see when we, what can I say, as we scale up or as this becomes big, what happens? Okay, let's see. Boom. Okay, it will be like this, which is let me check also how many. It's 3 of them. This is what we've done. Let's see as we scale up what happens. Is there anything that we need to know? Okay, it looks like at a certain point it disappears. I think I'm happy with that. So let's do that. Let's make it disappear at a certain point so that we can deal with this one, the one that appears, as you can see, guys, with this one. Okay, so let's make it responsive in a way. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then what we want to do, okay, we want to, let's see, let's go to this one. So if in case you didn't really grasp the idea of responsiveness, okay, by default when this happens, okay, Tailwind CSS automatically assumes that you are in the small screen because you didn't specify which screen are you in. Okay, so now when we start to specify, Tailwind will know that now you are on a different screen. Okay, so when I was saying it's a mobile first breakpoint system, I was just saying if you don't put anything, Tailwinds assume that you are on mobile, as you can see. So now we are telling TypeScript that the next breakpoint on TypeScript, let me just help you with this so that you can understand what's going on here. Where is Tailwind? Here is Tailwind. So let's see if this is going to help us. If it doesn't, we will use Google to quickly give us okay, I think it's trying. Where is the Tailwind breakpoints? Okay, as you can see, guys, so these are Tailwind breakpoints. If you don't put any of these, Tailwind assumes that it's on mobile, that's what we did, and it worked for us. Then the first breakpoint is SM. So what we are going to do on SM, we are going to hide that menu bottom mobile nav. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to first target SM. Let's see, where is it? Here is it, and we want to tell it on SM. How do you display things? None here. Let's click here. page none. Nope. How do you display none on Tailwind CSS? Let's see. Oh, hide. Okay, remember Tailwind, it's more English like. Okay, so let's try hidden or hide. As you can see, guys, here is hidden. Okay, we have refreshed. Now let's make this guy big. Nope, let's maximize it. As you can see, guys, it has disappeared, meaning that we are somewhat getting there. But what we want to know, we want to see where does it actually disappears. Okay, for instance, look at this. Where does it actually, as you can see, guys, somewhere here it disappears. So this is SM. Okay, this is SM. So here SM is 660. So at 660 this disappears because Tailwind is telling us that now you are entering this breakpoint. As you can see, it has disappeared. So when this has disappeared, then this must appear, which is this one. Okay, I think we are good to go on that one. Okay, obviously, guys, maybe the breakpoint system, okay, might not match exactly with this one. Okay, might not match exactly with this one. This is something that I will expect you to go and make some research on and all other things. Okay, so as you can see, as this one scales, at some point this will disappear and this will appear. Okay, I think we are good to go. Then let's see what we can do, guys. Okay, so now we are on this screen. Okay, this is where we are now. Let's see, this is where we are. We want to be here. So we have hidden that one. That means we have to create another component which is going to be let's see, it's going to be nav desktop. Okay, now let's try to clean this clutter. It looks like we need a certain way of arranging this, and for me, I can minimize this and make this bigger. Okay, and then I will show the mockup on certain times. Okay, when I want to, then I will show it. Let's see. Or what we can do, let me just type here Substack. Okay, let's see. Okay, and let's go to home. Okay, and then let's make this bigger. Okay, and then I can toggle between this and this. I think this is much better and cleaner. Okay, I think this is much better and cleaner. And then let me minimize this. So this means that now I need to create another component. Okay, on components I have mobile nav. Now I need a desktop nav. Okay, let's see, guys, desktop nav. Okay, desktop nav.tsx. All right, so RFCE. Okay, didn't respond. RFCE. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've just got this desktop nav. Let's save. So let's take desktop nav to here. Okay, let's take desktop nav to here. So let's import it on the same page. Okay, I don't need this global styles. I don't need these packages. Let me save themes, but I don't really need it that much. So what I want the pages.ts. Okay, this is what I want. So I am going to put as well this. So as you can see, this is always visible. Okay, even if we can be on a smaller frame, it will always be visible. Okay, because there is nothing that is restricting it at the moment, as you can see. Okay, on mobile and also on desktop or on this breakpoint, it is visible. Okay, so now we need to tell it that you are not visible on the small devices. Okay, so how are we going to do that? This is, let's put class name here. So when nothing is selected, okay, we want you to be hidden. Okay, like on nothing, just normally. That means normally nothing without a breakpoint, it's a mobile. Okay, but At the same time, we want on SM. Okay. How do you display? Let me try block. Okay, yes, block. That means we want you to show. As you can see now, it's showing. Let's see if it does it disappear on. Now this doesn't really do what I want. Yes, this is what I want. Let's see. As you can see, it disappears. Okay, it's just that now our that small mobile navigation, it's not showing. Okay, I understand what happened, guys. Okay, what I did, I've put this on the main div. Okay, this is like the main div. Okay, where I am. Okay, let's remove this. I'm not sure why I did this, guys. My apologies. This is my mistake. Okay, looks like I'm asleep. I need to let me take a water break. Okay, my apologies about that. Okay, let's test. As you can see, guys, everything works well. Okay, it disappears, it appears. Now let's look for desktop nav. Here is desktop nav. Let's import it. Okay, let's import it. Desktop nav, let's import it. Yes, let's make sure it's there. As you can see, it's there and will always be there. Now let's go to desktop nav and let's condition it. Okay, class name, and we are going to instruct it accordingly. My apologies about that. So what do I need to do here when I'm pasting? Okay, I just need to remove even the class name. Okay, let's instruct it to tell it that it must be hidden on mobile, which is normally when there is nothing on mobile, and it must show on SM. Let's see, guys. Okay, this doesn't really show. Let's see. Okay, when this disappears, this one shows. When this one shows, this one disappears. I'm happy with this, guys. So let's just move it like this so that it can show this one. I'm happy with this. So let's get here. So let's make a BG of gray, in a way, something grayish, so that we can see this. So the first thing that we want to do, we want the height of this to be screen. Okay, to take the full width, and the width of it to be 50. Okay, 50 pixels. I think it that one was 60. Okay, let's try 60 and see. As you can see, now let's just check. Okay, this looks like it's a bit bigger, okay, than 60. So we can pump it up to 80. Okay, let's just reference somewhat like it. Okay, my apologies about that. So let's check again our responsiveness. Let's see. I think I'm happy with this. Okay, I think this makes sense. Okay, 100%, as you can see. So now let's see, what else do we want to do. What we want to do now, we need to do this. Okay, so we want the logo. It's not a must that we have this logo, okay, because this is not some sort of a logo tutorial and branding, and because this will take us to Figma, and then it's going to take time, of which this is not the essence of the tutorial. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to, let's use this one, we are going to go to React icons. Let's look for what? Let's just look for a crown. Okay, or yeah, let's just look for a crown as a logo. Okay, so meaning that now we are dealing with icons, right? Okay, so let's just deal with all the icons. We've got the crown that will act as our logo. Okay, let's put it here. Let's remove this. It's going to act as our logo. And then what else do we have? We've got the bell and the search. Okay, let's look for those. We've got the bell. Okay, I'm happy with this bell. We've got the bell and the search. Okay, we've got the bell and the search icon. Let's see. I think this one can work. Okay, let's see, this one can work. All right, I think that's all. And then remember, we already got these ones, the other ones. Okay, I think these three. So what we can do, if we want those, we can come here, and colors has not been used here, we can remove it, and this has not been used, we can remove it. So these are the three. Okay, let's save this and go back here, and let's import these. Okay, I'm not sure why we didn't use even these, because we're supposed to have used everything here. So let's just quickly do this. Self-closing tag, we have used this one. Let's use this one as well. Not copy, not cut. Let me copy undo. Let me copy this instead of cutting it. Okay, we have used this one, and copy this one. Okay, and copy this one. Okay, let's see, and copy this one. Let's save and see what do we have on our display. As you can see, guys, we've got these. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to make sure that we group these. First of all, we group which ones? This one, these ones without the crown. Okay, okay, and then what we want to do, we want to mimic this. This is a group. Okay, as you can see, this is a group of icon. We want to make sure that we create this. Okay, and then what I'm going to do now, the crown is on its own, and the avatar is on its own. Okay, so for now I will create the avatar later. So let's continue. Let's just create this section as it is here. So what I want to do, class name, I want to display these flex, and I want let's see if I want flex column, how do I do that? Let's see. Okay, I want flex column, and also what else? I want a gap, let's say a gap of 5. Now let's go back here and see. I'm pressing Ctrl S on the wrong place. Let me just save here, and suppose the effect take place here. As you can see, guys, okay, it's only that this didn't take effect on the crown because the crown is not part of that, but it looks like there's also another icon that is not part of that. Okay, okay, let's see the behavior of these icons when you hover over them. Okay, these ones, they won't change the colors, but they will have this background and this animation. Okay, so let's quickly check that. So what I want to do now, I want to go back to here, and then I want to work on the sizes. And what else? I think in terms of the sizes, we've got, what about the color? Okay, I think, look like I've lost something. I'm not sure. Not sure what I have lost there or what I did. My apologies about that. Okay, in this build, I am losing a lot of things. Okay, that's not the problem. Let me just check down here. Okay, is this what I lost? I really don't think so. Let's check here. Okay, I don't need this. My apologies about that. Okay, what else do I want to do? Okay, let's see. Okay, can't I move this? Take it out of this. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I think I have to close this. Okay, now I'm back here. But now there's something that I really don't see. Okay, I want that navigation URL and I don't see it here. So what I'm going to do, I have to just close that one and open a new one. Okay, my apologies about that. As you can see, I can see this part. Okay, and then still I don't see where can I create a new tab here. Okay, here is it. How to bring it back then? Let me just create a new tab. Okay, let me just pause the video and do things. Oh, there's no need for me to pause the video. Let me do things the traditional way, the way I used to do them. Okay, it's nice to have these showing up here, but it looks like there's a lot of things that I don't know about this layout. Okay, so what I usually do, or what I used to do, number one, I use not to use the layout. Okay, I use not to use the layout, and number two, I will have these as separate pages. Okay, these as separate pages. Let's say local. But then again, now it looks like I'm having some Chrome issues instead of the browsing issues. I don't see those. Tab, new window, yes. New tab, yes. I just click here. New tab, yes. How do I go to the old tab? Okay, something is wrong. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause the video and what can I say, restart my Explorer just to reset it to the defaults. I really don't know what went down there. Okay, my apologies about that. I don't want to take your time unnecessarily. Let me pause. Alright guys, I am back. It turned out that my screen recorder some sort of had a top bar that was hiding everything that was here. That's why I was not able to reach here. So what I did, I just minimized that. Okay, at least I've learned something new and I'm happy about that. So let's continue. What we were trying to do, I think we were here. Okay, and what were we doing here? Let me first saving on the wrong tab. Let me first save here. Okay, as you can see, everything works well. I had a flex and I have a gap of 5, and then I think I wanted to work on the size. Let's make this 24. I'm happy with that 24. And what else? Let's go back here. Let's see. In terms of the colors, I think the colors are the same as this one. Okay, so let's see. Can't we just copy this and remove the things that we don't want? I think this might work. Let's see. So let's go back here and let's copy and paste everything and see. Okay, as you can see, what happened? Okay, something wrong happened. My copy and paste was not right. And the reason is, let me put space here and let's paste and save. Okay, as you can see, but we don't want this hover. Let's remove it. Okay, we don't want this hover. As you can see, there is no hover. Let's see what happens. Okay, there is some sort of a small background there. Okay, I don't mind much about that. And then what else do I want? Okay, let's just go to that background. Let's just go to that background, meaning that every Every icon needs to be wrapped with a div. Okay, meaning that every icon needs to be wrapped with a div. Okay, and let's put some class names to that div. Okay, it looks like I am going to make use of centering things. Can't I be clever and center things once and for all? Let's see. Because now, as you can see, these are some sort of centered inside this wrapping div. So let's go to CSS. Let's see. Go to CSS. Okay. And what I want to do, I want to create a custom style. Okay. A custom style. Okay, not inside the body, not inside here. Let's try this here. Okay, let's see. Let me go to Tailwind. Okay, let me just say Tailwind custom CSS. Let's say custom class. Okay, let's do it that way. It has got at apply something something, so I don't want to fiddle a lot. I think I can just check here. Let's see, export modules theme. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Okay, that's not what I want. Okay, target CSS UL. Nope. Okay, let's come back here, somewhere here. I think this is what I want. Okay. I think this is what I want. I think, but let me just check. Because what I want is simpler. I think it's this one. Okay, I think it's this one. So I can copy this at base and I can type whatever that I want to type and click apply. Okay, makes a perfect sense. So I'm inside at base and I can just click here. So what I want to do, I want a class which is going to be dot center. Okay, as you can see, this is a class. In terms of at apply, what I will do, it must be a flex. My apologies about this. It must be Tailwind flex, and it must justify content center and items center. Okay, meaning that this will always center things for me. So I can just copy this and go back here. Okay. What am I was wrapping? Why is that? Okay, let's click here. Yes, okay, I'm wrapping this. Cool. I want a background, let's say, of this. Let's go back here. I'm saving on the wrong tab. I'm supposed to save here. Where is the wrapped div? Okay, the background color is the same. Let's just put 500 here so that it can be stronger, as you can see. And then what I want to do in terms of the height, let's just use 11. Let's see how big is 11 is. I think I'm happy with that. Let's make the width also 11. I'm happy about that, but things are not centered. So let's use our Tailwind CSS style that we created. As you can see now, this style automatically centers things. Okay. But I'm not convinced if this is centered. It looks like there is a gap between this one and this one, but that's a story for another day, as long as we have managed to center things. Okay. The other thing, let me look at my background. Do I still need it? Okay, the background is white here and there is a border in the right. Okay, so let's just quickly remove the background here and add that border. Okay, let's go back here. Let's remove this background here. We don't need it. Okay, and let's add a border. My apologies about the capital letters. A border and border dash is the border dash R2, which is right. Let's see. But it looks like to me This is not a border, right? There is also something there. Okay, let me just do margin top of 5 and see. Yeah, to me, there is also something there. In order for me to see, oh, okay, now I see, guys. Okay, this border adds the border everywhere. Let's remove it. I don't want it. Okay, it looks like now everything is disappeared. I'm happy with that. Now let's go back to mobile. Let's remove the straight border. Okay, let's remove the straight border, and then we will be only left with that one. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is what we want. Let's go back to the desktop one. Margin top, we don't really need it. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, and then what I want to do, I want to align these to the center. Justify center. Let's see where I am I on the right div? Yes. Okay, I'm happy with this. Justify center. Let's can't I use my centering mechanism? Not really. Okay, justify center and item center. Okay, let's see what will happen. I'm not convinced if something is happening. I'm really not convinced. Let's see where I am. I'm in the desktop. Yes. Is this the outside div? Yes, the one that appears and disappeared. Is it got the right? Justify center. It didn't take effect, and this didn't take effect. Okay, let's see why. Let's see why this wraps everything here. Okay, let's see. Let me remove this. Okay, I don't need it. Okay, let's see. First thing, let me put a BG of black to see is everything responding. Yes. All right, everything responds. Let me click save, and let me look at my children. I've got this guy, which is this crown. Yes, and I've got this, which wraps everything. Okay, this wraps everything. Okay, all right, what else do we have? I've got nothing. Okay, I'm happy with that. This guy, does it have a height? Suppose it has a height of screen. Yes. Okay, let me just give it a height of a number just to test something. 500 pixels. Okay, as you can see now, the height is of a number, but still these children are not affected. Okay, this is strange a little bit. Where is center? Is center here? We don't have center. Okay, not a problem. Let's see, guys, how to troubleshoot this. Let's save. Okay, and let's see. This is hidden as a block. Justify content center and item center. It looks like these are not taking effect at all, but let's just quickly check. Do they take effect inside this? Okay, flex and gap. Not really. We can't tell at this point in time. Okay, what else can I do in the meantime? Let me check the mockup. Okay, I think the padding top we have and the padding bottom. Okay, and everything is in the center, so I don't really need the padding on the left and right. Let's just quickly add that at the moment. Okay, as you can see, this is right there at the top. So let's see, padding top. Let's make it 10 and see. Looks like it's too much. Make it 4. I'm happy with that, but let's check here. Is it almost like the same? Yeah. Okay, this is fine, meaning that we need to also add padding bottom of what? Of 4. All right, I'm happy with that. Now the width is 80. Okay, let's just come here and align items center. Okay, let's go back here. Not align, let's just click items. Okay, items center. Okay, items center, let's see. Okay, interesting. Let's justify items center, justify center as well. Okay, let me put a background PG of something like this. Okay, cool. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all the children inside here and just remove them and save. I'm happy with that. I am just going to put a label test. Before I lose all that content, let me just put it here and comment it. Okay, I've got this label here, and I've got this label here. Oh, now I see, guys. Now I see. Okay, you can't just justify things and center things without them being flex. Okay. Okay, let's see why is this flex applies the same set of property as hidden. Oh, okay, now I see. Okay, now I see. Now we are on SM. Okay, SM block. Okay, cool. That means block and flex might work together. Let's see. I'm happy with this. So this means that with that being said, I can come back here. My only mistake was to forget flex. Okay. Was to forget flex. My apologies about that. Let's go back here and remove these guys. Paste these guys here. As you can see, now everything has been centered. But why now this is not on the top? This is the crown. Okay, and where is the bell? Bell is there. Width and everything is centered. Let me just click here and refresh. Okay, let me remove the crown. The crown has been removed. All right, let's see. This is the bell. The bell has got this. And what is this? And this is that surrounds this. Let's see. Flex column, and the gap is 5. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Now these have been arranged in terms in a row. Now I see. Okay, we've got flex on SM. I'm happy with this. And not only flex, but we want flex column. Okay, we want flex column. Let's continue, guys. Let's keep the flow, as you can see. And we want justify content, not necessarily center, but we want space between. Let me rely on the intelligence. Justify content, space between. As you can see now, this is far to the top and this is far to the bottom. I'm happy with that, meaning that when we have anything here, let me put that anything. For instance, let's copy this crown again right after this. Okay, my apologies about that. Let's see, where am I supposed to put the crown? Not at the end, right after this. Okay, as you can see now, this has been pushed right on the top, and this other crown right at the edge, and this is somewhat in the middle. So let's just quickly check. Okay, this is what we are looking for. And then I was still here. Okay, I was still here. Let me remove the grayish background. Okay, And then we've got this. We're going to leave this as big as it is for now, as even though it's light here. Okay, now I was here. So what I want to do, I want to change this color. So our center centers things nicely. I'm happy with that. Let's go back to the wrapping div. Where is it? I think it's this one. Okay. Now what I want, it's rounded SM, which is small, a little bit of rounding, as you can see, guys. Okay, let's see here. I think this here it's a bit much, so let's try rounded LG. Okay, I think LG works fine. Let's work on the color. Okay, on the color, let's make shades of gray. So let's just put gray here, and let's put gray 100. Okay, this is fine, exactly like this one. Okay, but to me this highlighting is too light. Okay, maybe it's my screen or something. Okay, this 100 is too light. Let's just make 200 so that at least it can be visible. Okay, I'm happy with this 200. This 200 is much better. Okay, now we are getting there, guys. I hope you are following and you are excited and you are still energetic. So if you are, please don't forget, guys, to hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's continue. In case you might want a source code, please check a link to my email list. Okay, you will subscribe to that email list and automatically you are going to get a link to this source code. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, so what I want to do now, I want to toggle this on hover. Okay, my apologies about that. Let me just take a water break. I hope you are learning something, because I am. Okay, let's see, guys. Okay, let's see. Now let's check on that border gray, which is this one. I want this on hover. Suppose now it's not there and it will be only here on hover. Okay, as you can see. Now it looks like I don't really need this hover on the icon itself, to be honest. Let's go to cursor pointer. Let's take this and let's put it. I'm not sure what is the problem. Okay. Okay. I think I have removed with this dot. Okay. Now let's go back to here and let's put it here. As you can see, guys, this is nice. Let's go back here. Nice. Okay, the same. All right, and then what we want to do, when we click here, we want to show this. Okay, now let's quickly do that, meaning that there is also another wrapping. This container is wrapping this guy, and there is also another container that wraps here. Div. My apologies about that. This container wraps what? It wraps the item and the label. There is a label, invisible label, that we don't see here, and that label will have home. Okay, let's see, where is it? As you can see, guys, okay, here is it. So let's see, how are we going to do this? We need to plan our containers, because now it looks like the label is even part of this one, of which it's not supposed to. Cool. Meaning that this label is in the same group. Remove this and remove. I've cut, I think, this label. Okay, this label doesn't really, the icon, okay, it's not inside the same parent with the icon, but is inside the same parent with, my apologies about that, just want to make things nice and neat. Okay, this is what we are hovering on. Okay, it looks like this is in a parent. Let's wrap it and put it in a parent, and then wrap it so that it can be clear that it's in a parent with a label. Let's see. Now this is not affected by this. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay, now let's see. Now let's style this. My apologies about that. This is React Native class name, and then we want flex. I must not forget flex, and then we want a gap. In fact, let me stop about the gap. As you can see, guys, this is flex. I want you to have an idea of flex. What is happening here? My apologies about this. It looks like this guy label, okay, is taking an amount of space here. That's why it pushes everything to the left. I don't want that. Okay, I don't want that. So how am I going to circumvent that? Number one, who is wrapping, or let me just use the word parenting label. Let's investigate on that. Who is parenting label? It looks like this guy is parenting label. It needs to constrain label. It needs to govern the boundaries of label. How is it going to do that? It must be relative. Okay, must be relative, so that we can create so that we can make the label absolute. Okay, so meaning that I'm lifting label up, okay, out of this, so that it cannot take the space but still remain visible. Okay, as you can see, label is here, but it doesn't form part of the spacing because it's absolute. It's like it's floating like a bird. It doesn't take any more space. And then from then we can play around its top values. Let's see. What can we do? Let me first try to center it using the parent first. Okay, you are the relative parent. No, I don't think that's going to work. Let me use the top. This approach will work. So I want to play on the top. Let's make it a top of 6. Let's see what will happen. As you can see, so what we want to do, we want it to be somewhere here in the middle. Okay, let's take a top of 2 and see. I'm happy with this. Is somewhat there. And then in terms of right, let's make a right of 4 and see. It's going to the opposite direction. Let's make it left, because I don't want to use negative numbers. Let's make left of 5. As you can see, this is what we want. Left of 8, somewhere there. Left of 12. Okay, I'm somewhat happy about this. I just need to pause the video, guys. I'm receiving a phone call. I will be back now. Alright, guys, my apologies about that. Let's continue. As you can see, guys, this is somewhat in the right place. Let's see here. As you can see, it's a bit far. Now let's push it further. Where is the left? Let's check the left of, I'm not sure if there is a value 18. Okay, yeah, there's no value 18. 14. Okay, somewhat there. Let's try 20. I'm happy with this. Okay, I am happy with this. Okay, as you can see, guys, so what we want to do now, we want to style the label. Okay, let's see, how do we style the label? This is not home. Okay, this is not home. Okay, now let's see, how do we style the label? Okay, what I want to do,